guys have heard of Woodstock and Coachella. Those two events have nothing on a music festival coming to the Twin Cities this summer. Wow, we are pumping this for our buddy. Our next guest is ready to tell us exactly what that is. Give it up for singer and K-Fan radio host and just an all-around good guy, Chris Hawkey, everybody. Hi, Chris.
Hey. Hi, friend.
Thank you. I always say this. I ain't going to sit here and act like we haven't known each other for how long? We've known each other since when?
Well, had to be 22 years ago, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Chris and I have known each other for a very, very long time.
Which means we were in 3rd grade when we met.
That's right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, yeah, it's a long time ago.
Okay, let's cut to the chase. We'll gab a little bit later. What's this announcement? Tell us about this concert.
Well, it's something that's been in the works for a long time. So, as you know, I'm in my own band, and we travel all over the country and play festivals, and lucky enough to do that and such. But it always kind of been my dream to have my own festival. That way I could put myself up at the very top of the list, you know, so, like... I can make people open for me but for real, I mean, I
just get the best picture on the poster.
Absolutely. I get the biggest dressing room, all that stuff, right? But in all seriousness, my buddy Jerry Brom and I, my manager Sarah Jane, we came up with an idea to do our own little festival. And seemed like fun, seemed like an easy idea, seemed like something we could do. And then it grew, and then it grew, and then it grew again. And then suddenly we're doing this giant festival. It's called Twin Cities Summer Jam. It's at Canterbury Park, right down the road here.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd week of July. It's going to be enormous, and we have booked some fantastic bands. But here's the kicker, okay?
Okay.
It's not a country festival. It's not a rock festival. It's not a pop festival. It's all of those put together. That's right. Yeah.
And I'm going to rely on you because you're the music guy. It is the one area of entertainment where I have a little bit of a deficiency.
Okay.
And that is, so correct me if I'm wrong, there really isn't a festival, and there hasn't been a festival like this in the Twin Cities. Am I right?
That's exactly right. And I think that's why it's grown so quickly, even beyond what we had pictured, because you can literally drive to this festival yourself. You don't have to go camping. You can. We've got a bunch of parking spaces. We got a bunch of camping spaces. But if you want to Uber there and then Uber back to your house when you're done, you can do that. If you want to go and camp, you can do that as well. But it's right in the Twin Cities. It's a 3-day festival. And I'm going to tell you, you'll have pop acts opening for country acts. You'll have country acts opening for rock acts. You're going to see bands play together, and some bands joining each other on stage that you've never seen together before anywhere, let alone in Minnesota.
I think it's such a good idea. Can you give us any of the bands that'll be there? Can you, other than you?
Here's what I can do. I can tell you one.
Give us one.
And we are going to do our big announcement coming up here on February 15th. So please, by the way, sign up for our email if you don't mind me pimping it.
You can do whatever you want, yes.
All right. TCSummerJam.com. If you sign up for the mailing list, you'll be on among the first people to know.
Look how quickly that graphic popped up. Look at that.
Are they reading my mind?
Yes,
what is going on here? But so yeah, go on there and sign up. But I can tell you this, and this will kind of give you an idea of the level of artists we're bringing in. Our first announced featured act headliner is Tim McGraw. Wow. Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Right. So we're not messing around.
Who are you?
I know. So the rest of them will come out, and the rest of them, I'll say this, are as big, if you don't mind me saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
I got to just ask you. So you started, you had this idea, this dream to do a festival.
Sure.
When it got to be this big, did it scare the pants off you a little bit?
Yeah, I haven't slept much this winter. Yeah, because again, you know, normally I'm the guy who shows up and they literally tell me when to go on stage.
Yeah.
It's completely different than that. So I can tell you this, either I'm going to be celebrating and it's going to be great, or I'll be in jail. It's going to be one of the two. There's no in between.
I love it. Even though you're a competitor, my whole family listens to your show, including my father-in-law. How's the show going?
It's going so well.
How many years? We were just talking about this.
18 years. The Power Trip's been on the show. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah. It's great. You know how lucky we are to be in this business, period. Once I get up at 3:15 in the morning. That first 5 minutes, everything kind of sucks.
Yeah.
After that, the rest of the day's just a joy.
Don't you? Every day when you, and you and I think share this feeling. I know we do. Even though it is horrible hours, you feel grateful every day that you get to turn on the microphone and you have a platform where you can speak to good folks. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. My mom and dad worked in factories every day of their lives, and they're retired now. But you know, my goal was to never work a hard day in my life, and so far, so good.
Well, now,
right?
Are you? You're actually working now,
That's
my
a great point. You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
You are working now.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Well, I always I try to end an interview with a compliment, and especially when someone's a legit friend of mine, There's about 7 people that I say this about that are on my show, and you're one of them, and that is you are as nice as people want you to be. What you see is what you get. I feel that way about Emilio Santinello and all the famous people you know. This guy is exactly who he is, on air and off air. He's one of the best. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. For more information on the Twin Cities Summer Jam that will keep him sleepless for a couple more months, head to tcsummerjam.com. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of our show on our new YouTube channel. We post each day's episode along with clips from the show around 1 or 2 o'clock. Just search for The Jason Show and hit subscribe. And by the way, we have some fun things planned for our YouTube channel coming up.